Tired of saying you're fine when your frequency is clearly fractured? That's like smiling through static. Everyone can hear the distortion even though no one says it. Being signal proof starts with truth. Before we can tune others out, we have to admit what's really playing in here. Today we're going to talk about emotional intelligence, and it's all about tuning, not reacting. Or I want to say tune, don't react. You see, because one of the things about being signal proof is paying attention to our emotional intelligence, paying attention to what we feel and how we feel. Because a lot of people will tell you it's not about what we feel, it's about how we're showing it. But yes, that is it. But a lot of people will tell you, don't feel. You shouldn't feel that way. It's not the way you should be feeling. It's, you should feel this way. Or you're supposed to feel this way. Once again, somebody else's box. My thought process in this is that emotional intelligence begins with emotional honesty. It begins with us knowing our own truth and understanding our own truth. It begins with us seeing that we're feeling some kind of way and saying, okay, I feel that way. And admitting to ourselves that we feel that way. Because when we don't admit that we feel that way, we start to hide it. You see, the moment we deny our feeling, we start distorting it. One more time. The moment we deny our feeling, we start distorting it. And truth doesn't always feel good. But one thing about truth is it clears interference. It clears the way. What's for truth? It's like a static field drops in front of us. And once that static field just comes down, it's almost like our emotional levels start to decrease. You see, because one thing I want to talk about is that mastering our signal is all about mastering our signal when our emotions are on the rise, when they're starting to really irritate us, when they're starting to affect how we think, see, and actually increase the negativity of the way we feel. Honestly, I heard something from a CIA or FBI agent, and they said something to the fact that most people who are very, very effective and very successful are somewhere in the realm of even-keeled, meaning they're even in their emotional mentality. They don't get too excited, nor do they get too upset. They stay in the middle. Easy to say, but very challenging to do. I mean, mastering our skills all in all and keeping our emotions balanced is not an easy thing to do. I mean, I know that for a fact it's not an easy thing to do. And I know you know for a fact it's not an easy thing to do. So I often think about it in several different ways and come up with solutions for myself. Because that, like I said, is part of my CBT, my cognitive-based training, so that I can keep my post-traumatic stress down. And I'm sure after the pandemic, many of you have post-traumatic stress too. Being locked up in close quarters with family members, people you don't want to be around, maybe even not even having a place to stay, maybe even struggling, going through COVID yourself. The things that we all went through during that time is totally different. And I'm a military vet. So I recognize some of my symptoms reappearing after this whole period that we went through. Some of my symptoms of identity reappearing as we transition and pivot to next stages. And one of the things about being in business is that we're always going to be pivoting. As entrepreneurs, it is not about us being sustained in one place. We have to be comfortable with uncertainty. We have to be able to understand that the flow and rhythm and everything that we do will always have some other kind of instrument come in and knock us off course. But we got to come on and get back on that rhythm. I remember this drummer I went to high school with, and you've probably heard of him. His name is Trevor Lawrence. He's got a Grammy with Eminem, as a matter of fact. And Trevor Lawrence used to do wild stuff. Sid was saying he would come in, snapping his fingers. A 1, 2, a 1, 2, 3, 4. You know what I'm saying? And that was boom. That's how we jumped in. And then he would walk off the stage. Like, This guy has been training with us, standing in front of us, conducting us for months after months after months. Sidla Sam would come on the stage, snap his fingers, and then walk off once we started. You know, in the jazz band, that's the way jazz band works. Well, Trevor, he's keeping the rhythm. He's a drummer. He's a great drummer, as a matter of fact. But Trevor had this tendency of trying to trick us. And I don't know if it was trying to trick us or if he was just feeling some other rhythm we didn't know. We couldn't tell. And so he would purposely take us off beat to bring us right back on beat. And I used to love that. You know why? Because it made music exciting. It made things exciting enough for me to want to challenge myself more. That's the point. This is what life is all about. Our rhythm as we walk, our rhythm as we move. We'll get sideswiped by stuff, but we got to be like Trevor. No matter if the beat goes way off tone, we got to go pop. But that you see what I'm saying? We have to keep that as we take that pace, as we take that walk, as we take that strut. We got to keep that rhythm that's making us feel that movement, that rhythm that's keeping us balanced, that rhythm that's having us sway side to side, and that rhythm that's bringing in that positive energy.